So when it comes to practices that I do, I like to be intentional with my day. So the very first thing that I do in the morning is I set my intention of how I want to create, what I want to create today and how I'm going to approach the day. And being able to face what comes in and what comes up. So that kind of it relieves a lot of pressure. So as I'm experiencing anything that comes up, I'm doing it with presence and intention and being aware of what's happening. But before I got to that spot, I had to, do a daily journaling. I used to do at the end of the day, like kind of decompress. Okay, what has my day been like? What would I like to change? How I would have liked to do it, to now switch it to being intentional in the beginning of the morning. And what that has allowed in my life, which is our next question, which is like, how has courage to launch messy change our growth and perspective? So a part of that in the answer for the previous question is I started to just radically accept who I am. I am I have a lot of self-belief. I know that I'm guided. I understand that my purpose and I know what that is. So regardless of how it turns out, whether it's messy or whether it's perfect, it's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be messy somehow, and embracing that I I don't want to even call myself messy, but me being me, 100% showing up in authenticity and just accepting that this message gets is going to be to the right audience. I'm making a difference in not just my own life, but as an extension of the people that I know, that kind of, propelled me into just showing up in general. So, I actually will ask this to Nashid. How has courage helped you launch a growth in your perspective, change your perspective?
All right. So courage, you talk about the courage, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I made a bold decisions, right? So I
Yeah.
shared stories to a couple of my podcasts, my sessions is like I was in a comfort zone. I was in
Mm-hmm.
a comfort zone. I was traveling to Portugal. I was traveling to Madrid. I really have a business class travels, six-figure salaries and everything. But later I found out that I was selling ice creams, right? I always give these examples. I was selling ice creams. Like everyone is happy, like my kids, my wife, my father, mother, and everything. But back of the mind, when I think about myself, my growth really start. My growth was start in the middle. So about the courage, I close all my comfort zone and just pause, not the pause. I left or quit my corporate journey and started working with the startups and the local companies where the daily struggles, they were really messy, but I learned there and the growth just came from there.